Hi, I'm Wendy Lloyd Curley, franchise owner and executive director of BNI Sydney Northeast. Today, I'm going to review a launch discovery presentation with you that helps you understand how we start an amazing new BNI chapter. So before I get started, I want to share with you that BNI stands for Business Network International. It's an organization dedicated to helping its members grow their business through a structured, positive, and professional referral marketing program. Our members create long-lasting relationships with quality business professionals. That's our mission, and that's why we're here. Our vision is to change the way that the world does business. Now, today, what I'd like to do is I'm not going to do introductions because I'm recording this session, but I am going to take you through the launch overview and next steps if you're interested in finding out more. I'm not going to obviously do the Q&A because it's a recorded session. But when we have our weekly presentations, we do introductions and we definitely have time for Q&A. So I always like to make sure that the people who are here visiting this meeting are in the right place. I don't want to waste anybody's time. So there are three different types of people who might be here. First of all, people who already have established referral relationships. They've got a power team already established, but they want the structure and the accountability that BNI brings. We look for leaders in our community, and we provide the training and support and the lifelong learning skills in order to make those people who are already leaders even better, with more impact to the communities across the Sydney Northeast and maybe even across the globe. So that might be you. You've already got an established relationship with people, but you'd like to have that structure. Or maybe you have visited a chapter already and you would like to start a chapter that has a different day, a different time, or a different location. We always start chapters because of people who are interested in that, and we can form them in a different place as long as it falls within the BNI Sydney Northeast area. Now, of course, if you're outside of that area and watching my presentation, I'm very happy to introduce you to the executive director or franchise owner that is responsible for your geography. All right. The third kind of person is someone who has been to a BNI chapter and really loves the structure and the format, enjoys the accountability, and thinks that they would fit in BNI, but unfortunately, their category is already taken. You see, one of the policies of BNI is that there's only one person in each member in a specific category. And so therefore, it's really important that we establish growth opportunities for the people who want them. And so that's another reason why we launch new chapters. So if you're in a category that's already filled at all of the convenient locations to you, then let's go ahead and talk to each other about starting a chapter. Also, you're interested in finding out what the launch process is and how you can get involved. So are you in the right room? If so, keep watching. We do introductions when we meet. It's not a long opportunity to do a referral request or to do an advertisement for your business. But as the person presenting, I like to know who's in the room. And I certainly know that sometimes we can make some good connections even through an information session. Now, I want to tell you about the benefits of BNI, the network itself. So BNI is not a networking group. We are a network, a group of people that have a common goal and a common vision. And so outreach to new markets is one of the benefits of BNI. Not only do you get access to the members and the people that they know in their network, but you also get access to the visitors that come through and the visitor flow in the network. Also, we have what we call chapters. Chapters is your home base, and that's where you have your strongest relationships, most likely. But we also have the overall network. Currently about 350,000 people globally and about 7,000 in Australia. Those people are ready and willing and trained to support your needs and to listen to your referral requests so that they might be able to introduce you to the right people. So outreach to new markets is certainly a benefit of BNI. Business and leadership skills. As I said, BNI is not a networking group. We really have a tremendous amount of skill development that we help our members with, from leadership skills that will help them within the chapter, but also within the business community that they're in, including their own company. I have seen people develop incredible skills just based on their BNI membership. And finally, a positive and supportive community. That is one of the best benefits of BNI. Often people will come to grow their business, but stay because of the community and the growth that they develop. So those are the benefits of BNI. And we are currently forming chapters in North Ryde in my region. We also project that we will be launching chapters in Monavale, Manly. We already have one in Manly, but we need more. Hornsby, Chatswood needs a few more chapters, I know. Artarmon, North Sydney, and I can even see opportunities in Gladesville and Ryde. I really think that there's an opportunity for you, if you're in any of those areas, to start a new chapter. This is updated as of June 22nd, 2026. So if you're watching this later, of course, we may have others already in play. And what you'll want to do is go to our website, bnisne.com.au, and click on chapters. And down at the bottom, you'll see the chapters that are forming. I want to take you through the launch process. It's a very systemized system. We do this globally, and here's what we're at. Interest phase. If you are currently watching this, you're probably in the interest phase. So you're right here. And it's where you're saying, Wendy, I would really love to be part of this. And so we get your interest. We get you onto the launch team, and we train you to enroll other people into the launch as well. We also activate a launch director to help support the growth of the drivers of the community. The drivers are the initial founders. They're special people, and I hope that you're one of them. After we hit 10 members, we then begin what's called core group weekly meetings. Instead of attending this meeting, which is an information session, you begin to go to a group where it's only the people establishing that specific chapter. And we have a launch director actually assigned to you at that point. In phase one, we then grow up to 17 members. And during that phase, that could take just a couple of days if the people are well networked, or it could take a few weeks. This is a phase that should be really quick once we have the right drivers engaged and people who have experience and the networks to work. We activate people's memberships once we have 17 members. Now, 17 is not when we activate the chapter, because a chapter needs to be larger than that to be effective for the members. To really run the BNI process, we need more people than that when we launch the chapter. But we activate your memberships and start the clock running on those memberships to give you access to the training and resources. It's a great opportunity for you as the launch team and as the founders to actually really get up to speed with BNI. In phase two, we then grow to 36 or more members. And the or more is important. What we really want to do is make sure that each person brings in and sponsors another person. And that way we grow the group really quickly. Now, quality matters. It's not all about quantity. Quantity is important in order for the system to work, but quality is ever important. We need to make sure that the people that we're enrolling understand the commitment of BNI, have good quality businesses that are referable businesses, and that they understand that this is a long-term relationship that we're working on, not something to just kick the tires with to get involved. We do want to give you as much information as possible so that when you're deciding whether to be involved in a launch or in any BNI chapter, that you understand what the benefits of BNI are, and you're willing to commit to work through that process. As soon as we have 36 members, we are able to assign a leadership team and begin the next phase, which is phase three. Phase three is where we actually train the chapter to run itself. In BNI, chapters are not run by the organization. Launch groups are, but chapters are run by a leadership team. And that's one of the great opportunities within BNI. So we practice the meeting structure, we guide you through the system and all of the underlying reasons why we do the things we do, so that once we're not in the room, you can effectively run the BNI system yourself. But we don't leave you alone. The chapter is self-managed, but there is a support director, and the launch director stays involved as well for the first 12 months of your operation. Once we launch, we then want to grow your chapter. In Australia, I really target being 40 to 60 members as the sweet spot. We do have larger chapters than that, and they perform exceptionally well. We do have smaller chapters than that, and they are struggling. It's important that we launch strong chapters that can continue to have that growth mindset because there's always opportunities for more. So I want to give you a little insight into the keys for success in the interest phase. So the phase we're in right now, you have to have a strong network. If you're a startup, it might be okay if you've got a strong network. So if you've just moved to this area and just established your business or just graduated from uni, you probably aren't right for this group. You could talk me into it by demonstrating the kind of activity you're willing to do to create a strong network. But chances are we need people who have experience and who have developed strong relationships with their suppliers, with their collaborators, people you do business with regularly, with clients that you have. If you're B2B, you probably have some clients who would benefit by being involved in BNI. Industry associations that you might be associated with would be able to be pools of people that you could invite to consider a BNI membership. The second thing you need, and there's only two, is a strong desire, a desire to start this. We don't want you asking when we will be setting this chapter up. We want you to feel responsible for helping to set it up yourself so that you can grow your business. A vision for what you're building is really important. So we want to take you to a showcase chapter that is between 40 and 60 members big so that you can see what the power and potential is, and so that you can demonstrate and show other people what BNI is really like when it's working well. And we want to make sure you have confidence in the BNI system. So we want to answer all of your questions about BNI, and we don't want to start your training yet, but we want you to be able to get testimonials from existing members that will help you have true confidence in what you're developing. Now, I'm about to show you a lot of information in that blank space there, and I don't want you to freak out. It's really a great list of different categories of businesses that are usually involved in BNI and all of the different kinds of businesses there. It is not an exhaustive list, so if your specialty is not there, that's okay. We can add it. But it is important before I put it up there to let you know one thing, and that is BNI allows one member per specialty. One member per specialty. So even if your business does a lot of different things, you need to select one specialty to represent in the BNI system. And that is one of the secrets to our success. And it's also one of the reasons why you will get more referrals. I'll explain the rest of that in another training later, but here's the list, and core categories, subcategories, additional suggestions are on in each of those different boxes. Event services, marketing services, business services, property services, trades, and personal services or consumer. Those are all really important roles. And each one of those different categories are areas where we can recruit and place people into an existing or a launch chapter. How do you get involved in the interest phase? Well, you fill in an online application, and all you have to do is ask me for one. Complete the interview with a member of the launch team. That could be me, or it could be a launch director that we have on our team. If you're accepted, you will join the official launch process and pay the non-refundable $440 launch fee. We will help you create a list of desired members from your network using the list on the page before and going into your contacts and into your relationships and into your LinkedIn and seeing who do you really know and who would trust you to come and find out more about BNI. And we also will encourage you to attend events weekly in order to invite people to BNI. What is the launch program? Well, it is weekly launch discovery meetings like the one I'm doing right now. Only there are people involved in it besides me. And that will help you to enroll new members because I will answer their questions. You should attend those meetings with the people that you invite so that they can ask you questions and so that I can refer to you and give you that visibility. There's also training videos on LinkedIn, Facebook, networking, inviting visitors, inviting strategies. We give you training. We provide you with a weekly email called Rocket Fuel. Three emails per week with little itty bitty bite-sized hints and tips to get through phase 1 and into phase 2. We provide social media tiles, and we also promote the events ourselves. And we add you to our WhatsApp launch group as well, so that we can stay engaged and keep encouraging each other. And finally, we provide launch team mentoring. Financially, there is an investment to be involved in BNI, but this is the only investment that you need to make. All of the top side is yours. There are no commissions paid to anybody in BNI. So let's go ahead and show this to you. I like to be fully transparent on the fees. $440, as I said before, is the non-refundable launch program fee. Once you're approved into the system, we charge that fee, and then we give you all the support in order to develop your new chapter. The first year membership fee is $2,970. This is effective July 1, 2026. And if it's already July 1, 2027, you'll want to ask me what the current rates are, because they go up almost every year on that 1st of July. But what is that $2,970 comprised of? It's your annual membership fee plus a $990 enrollment fee. All right, so that is all of the fees that I would earn as the franchise owner. Other costs are involved with BNI, and you need to think about those as you work through. And what you need to realize is that there are venue and catering costs and a little bit of printing that every chapter has to do, unless it's an online chapter. And then they can significantly reduce, if not eliminate, those weekly costs. Those are collected by the treasurer on behalf of the chapter, and the funds are distributed by the treasurer on behalf of the chapter. It has nothing to do with the actual membership. It has everything to do with the running costs of the meetings and events that you do. All right. I do have payment plans available, a 4 or a 6 month payment plan through a company called Luca Plus, and you're very welcome to access that if you would like. But I do want to let you know that the $440 is all that you need to put up during the phase 0, basically, the interest phase of our launch. I also will point out that the average referral value in our region is greater than $2,000. So I want to tell you about 2 goals I have. Goal number 1, to get you 5 times your return on investment by month 6, if not early. And to get you 20 times return on investment by month 18. It is my goal to make sure that you build and develop your business. So how can I help you? Well, you can let me know. Yes, I love it. I'm ready. Send me an application. Great. Or you're interested, but you have a few questions. Or 3, this isn't for me. Put me on a waiting list for an existing chapter where I can be involved. Now, I would love to talk you into launch, because I believe launch has the most power for you as a business owner because of the number of people that you get to meet and the skills that you get to develop through the process. But existing chapters are great. And if I can introduce you to the right one, I'd be very happy to. And so, my friends, that is where we go to Q&A. I'm Wendy Lloyd Curley. My email address is wendy@bnisne.com.au. And if you've watched this and want to just tell me how much information I was able to give you, I would love to hear from you. If you have questions, please let me know. If you're interested in starting a chapter, let me know right away. I'd love to help. Thanks very much. Talk soon. Bye.